What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope everyone is having a wonderful evening. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Hope everyone had a wonderful Sunday. Tonight we're flying the Airbus A340 for the first time ever. Once again, shout out to everyone in the chat, man. Good to see you guys, man. We got Antonio in the chat. What's going on, man? We got Rock Out. Keep on rocking out. We got Master 11. We got Justin. We got Max. We got Doza. Brian, what's going on, man? Willie's early tonight, man. Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. We got Aviation JJ. Lexi, it's good to see you. Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff. Here we go. And we also have Justin flying the beautiful, looks like an Airbus A330 next to us here. And this is, I'm not sure who this is, but nice. Max said, what's up, Trip? I'm doing good, guys. Good to see you guys. And we have a special guest tonight. Special guest. Her name goes by Mary. She's actually with me right now, next to me. Mary, say hello to everyone.
Hi.
All right, so I'll tell you guys more about this weekend and whatnot. I actually met Mary's parents this weekend, so that was nerve-wracking, but hey, it was good. I had a good time. Here we go. Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff. Let's get it. And actually, she met my parents also, so that's pretty cool. Let me see. First Officer Mary. Indeed. She's in the cockpit with me right now doing some checklists and whatnot. Brian said, hey, Mary. What's up, Justin? All right, here we go. Say, hey, Mary. It said... What is that comment? Those I don't know Spanish. I got to ask Mary. He said, "Hables español."
Oh, he tried.
Oh, what does that mean? If I spoke Spanish? Oh, if I tried speaking Spanish this week. Oh, they asked me like, "Are you learning Spanish?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm trying every day. Every day." Rotate. Here we go. Alrighty.
Was the trip good? Yeah. He was.
I was. Yeah. She. Oh my goodness. Almost crashed. We're good to go. Brian said I already know Triple. We talked last night on the phone. Yeah, man. I had to call Brian and let Brian know the whole rundown on how the weekend went. Yeah, he was a good support. Kieran said, hello, Trip and Mary. Good to see you, Karen. Rock Out said, hi, Mary. Rock Out is like my cousin, man. Good to see you, Rock Out. Everybody's in my family in the chat. Appreciate you guys so much. She said she speaks Spanish. Yes, sir. So she's trying to talk to me in Spanish also so I can learn some stuff. And Jenna said, Trip about to blush like crazy. Yeah, man. Usually it's just on the phone, but now she's right next to me while I'm flying and talking to you guys and reading every comment. So it is what it was. Up, Anish. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good day. Much love. Say he's been roasted enough. So you better butter that landing. I'm telling you, the pressure is on, bro. The pressure is on. You buying that ring soon? Hey. You know that, man. Well, let's see. We'll see what happens. Of course. Let me see. It's not enough now. About to roast me next. Shout out to you, man. Oh, my. Brian said, Trip, your voice is shaking like crazy. The nervous excitement. Oh, my goodness. Brian, of course you would say that. Say, Mary said hello to Trip and happy Sunday to Trip. She's right next to me. Happy Sunday. Oh, it said say happy Sunday in Spanish. All right. You said happy Sunday in Spanish. Domingo? Oh, Domingo is Sunday. Okay. So Feliz is, I heard Feliz Navidad. So that is what? Oh, so when you say Feliz Navidad, what does that mean? Like Merry Christmas? So Feliz. Oh, okay. Got you. Those who said I'm dead. Shout out to you on those. I will be visiting Puerto Rico sometime, actually. I actually met her sister on the phone, and she lives in Puerto Rico, so I will be visiting Puerto Rico sometime soon. Said Feliz Domingo. Let's go. Antonio said, yeah, he's super nervous. Hey, man, y'all chill, bro. Said Trip about to go mute on stream. Yo. Bro, oh, my gosh. Rock Out, chill, bro. All right, here we go. It's been 5 minutes into the stream, man. You guys are wilding already like it's Thursday. Say, Trip, are you and Mary dating? Yes, sir. We are indeed dating. Trip is dead. All right. I see you speaking Spanish in the chat. Okay. I see you, Rylan. I'm not sure what you said. Mayday, cousin.
That means he almost crashed.
Oh, he crashed in the ocean. Got you. Almost. Okay, Rylan, did you use Google Translate for that one, or was he? Yeah, Lexi, they are indeed putting me on blast. Indeed, it's crazy, man. Rylan saying made in Spanish. I'm telling you, that's crazy. Probably use Google, Google Translate for that one. But hey. All right, guys, let's go to vote for the next flight. Appreciate you guys once again following on. Let me know what you guys... But actually, this flight is about an hour and 40 minutes. How much is a Hey Mary and a road trip and some cooking? Hey, man. I'll try.
Okay, I'll teach him how to cook.
See?
He doesn't need classes.
See? She'll teach me how to cook. Let's go. I like that. I like that. When did we start dating? The 28th of last month? Yeah, but we've known each other for 10 years. But yeah, from high school. Once again, make sure you guys smash that like button. Welcome to the stream. It's the only thing I remember from online Spanish is 8th grade was estoy triste. Triste. What is that?
Sad.
Oh, means you're sad. All right, so let me know how long this flight is for you guys, because I think they said an hour and 40 minutes. Don't want to keep you guys here after 10 p.m. Tomorrow is Monday. So appreciate you guys. Let me know how long this flight. For me, it's an hour and 40 minutes. What about Rock Out and everybody's flying? Let us know. You said you're trying to learn Spanish. Google Translator help me. Awesome. Nice. What's up, man? He said, what game is this? This is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Yeah, hour and 42. That's almost 2 hours. So I don't think we'll have enough time for a second flight tonight unless we slew mode and just do a second flight. Dang. Brian said an hour and 39 for him. Sheesh. Let me see. Antonio said I go to school at 11 tomorrow due to people taking state tests. Okay, got you. Alexis said, Mary, from where are you from? Honduras. She was born in the U.S. though, but her family's from Honduras and Cuba. All right, so let's go and vote for a flight for tomorrow. Yeah, let's do that for sure. All right, so guys, if you have any suggestions for tomorrow's flight, anywhere in the world, Puerto Rico, anywhere in the world, Europe, let us know. Let me see. You said you can try to land. Oh, interesting. Big question. That's a good question. Said, is the Airbus A340 worth it on Xbox? This is my first time flying this on stream, but Mary did some flying in it just before stream, and from what I saw, it does take a long time to get up in terms of the speed, but other than that, it's pretty smooth. So I would say yeah, it's worth it. All right, here we go. So we got some beautiful suggestions, man. We got Jacksonville, Dublin. Oh, Rock Out. That is an all-star suggestion right there. Nice. All right, let's go to start this poll real quick. Rock Out suggestion. Beautiful suggestion, man. Let me see. Brian, Rock Out said, Brian, we know you're going to fly for 50 minutes, man. Wow. Let me see. Brian said, can you see me tonight, Trip? Let's see. Sadly, I cannot. What's up, Aviation? Good to see you on TikTok, man. I see Aviation JJ off to my right. What's up, Chloe? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. We got some beautiful suggestions here. Justin said, Rhodes to Athens, Greece. Ooh. Justin, if that wins, you might have to send me the airport codes. I don't think we've been to Rhodes before. Beautiful suggestions, though. Dublin to Innsbruck is a great suggestion indeed. Let me see. Alexis says, Mary, I'm from El Salvador, close to Honduras. Nice. Awesome. All right. I love the variety, the different type of stuff we got tonight. The suggestions we got all over. We got the beautiful Caribbean. Let me see. You said Rhodes is beautiful? Nice. Yeah, shout out to you, Justin. That is a beautiful suggestion. Master 11, how long is that flight? It sounds like a beautiful flight. Cape Town to Johannesburg. I think that might be the last one. That is beautiful. Just want to know how long it is, but I think it should be fine. How do you see real people in the air? Just switch on multiplayer, should be good. But for instance, if you want to see us, you got to switch on to East USA server, and it should be good to go. 1 hour 15 minutes, perfect. Oh man, those I'm just now seeing your suggestion. My bad. Hopefully tomorrow I can put it in. But you said Mumbai to Nepal. Beautiful. Once again, as Flo just said, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the chat and all the mothers in the world, man. We'll be nothing without our mothers. You would not be here without a mother. So shout out to you, all the mothers in the world once again. Appreciate all the hard work you guys do. Like Lexi right now, she's pregnant. Shout out to Lexi. Hope you have a safe delivery. Much love. Willie said I missed y'all all last week. We missed you too, man. How you been, bro? How you been? I see you said you were sleeping all day. You pulled the rock out. Welcome in, man. Like I said, don't forget the hard work the fathers put in. Indeed, man, indeed. Let me see. Tony said I was about to not fly with y'all tonight since I'm having you have a cold? Wow. But I couldn't miss out flying with the fam. Hey, shout out to you, Antonio. Much love, man. And hopefully you feel better soon then. Much love. Let me see if I can find you real quick. I don't know why, but for the last couple of days, I've been flying. I cannot see Brian for some reason. But Justin, you're doing some awesome flying right here, man. JJ said we miss you too, Willie. Indeed. Since your dinner, let's see what's going on. What did you guys have for dinner? Now we're talking about food. What did you guys do this weekend? What did you guys eat? We got some good food. Mary also made some great food for me and my parents. So shout out to her also. We got some, ooh, whoa, this looks nice. JJ said Peruvian fried rice with peppered green onions, red onions, egg, soy sauce, ginger, and herbal lemonade. Sheesh. Mary said it's arroz chalfa. Nice. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Rockout got, ooh, Rockout, what is this? That's ribs? No. Let me watch it one more time. That looks good. Whatever it is, that looks good. Nice. Oh, so this is what you about to have after stream? Got you. Nice. Let me give you a heart right there. That looks nice, man. Antonio said my ear is clogged and my nose feels stuffy, but other than that, I feel good. That's the worst part, man. It is ribs. Nice. That is the understatement of a cold. The stuffy ears. I hate it. Oh, we got Dozy yesterday at 8 o'clock. She sent in some awesome pizza. Nice. Puerto Rico got some good food, man. I was just talking to my sister-in-law just now about Puerto Rico food, and she invited us down to Puerto Rico. It is awesome. Alexis, good to see you, man. Trip, I got to leave. Happy Mother's Day. See you tomorrow. You need to go to the hospital. See my, oh, your grandma. Okay, got you. Hope your grandma feels better, man. Say good night, Trip and Mary. Have a wonderful night. See you tomorrow. Mary says bye. Shout out to you, Alexis. Hopefully, grandmother is doing okay. Much love to you, man. Appreciate you so much, Alexis. Let me see. Those are said she's going to get mofongo tomorrow. Nice. Haven't heard that before. I'm definitely going to have to ask my sister-in-law about it. Oh, Mary just said it's like a plantain-based stuff. Nice. Christian, good to see you, bro. He said, hello, yes, sir, this is the new Airbus A340 we're flying tonight. He said she's okay. Awesome, bro. Aviation, we are on the East USA server. Chloe, shout out to you. So you're going to spend time with your mom. Awesome. It is Mother's Day indeed. Spend some time with your mother. Much love to you, man. Hope you have a wonderful night, Chloe. Dave, thank you so much for sharing the live on TikTok. Make sure you guys smash the like button. We have 12 likes right now. Much love. Master 11 is sending out a notification to everyone. He said, please vote for Cape Town to Johannesburg. There's no regret. He said, I promise some pictures from the flight on the Discord. Okay, got you. Nice. Bryce, the trip, how does the Airbus A340 handle? It handles pretty great, but what I'm noticing right now, I'm just doing a regular rate of descent. And as you can see on my airspeed, I'm only at 200 knots. So, seeing that I have 4 engines, I would think I would be going at least 300, 350 by now. I'm not supposed to be at landing speed. So, I'm going to keep an eye on that. But other than that, it handles pretty nice. The speed is the only concern right now. It took almost the whole runway to get to 140 knots to lift off. So, I'll keep an eye. I'll rate the plane as soon as we touch down. So the Airbus A340 is on the power plane. Yeah, man, it's beginning to look like it indeed. Antonio said I have my F1 community race today. I started the race from I got to 6 at the end, so nice. Also, Mary's dad loved F1 races. So that's pretty cool. So Antonio, you got to train me in that, man. Remember you said that I could come to you for some advice? Yeah, you might have to put me through a F1 race class so I can make some good impressions. So those 4 engines are the same engines found on the Airbus A320. The Airbus A340 is known to be underpowered. Got you. So I guess my observations weren't wrong. So thank you guys so much for letting me know. And Tony said F1 is such a good sport. Don't worry, I'll teach you. Got you, man. Yeah, let me know when it's on and whatnot. Nice. I'm telling you, Brian, that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Yeah, Mary's dad also used to race motorcycles too, so it's pretty cool. Say question. Yeah, he still races right now here in South Florida also, so it's pretty cool. It's a question. When are you getting fly to 747? Oh, sometime maybe this week. Oh, wait, I'm off course. Hold up. Let's make a left turn. Christian, thank you so much for the follow on TikTok. How many nautical miles are you? I'm 100% might use slew mode because I kind of went off course just now. I'm 717 nautical miles. What about you guys? Justin, say it again, man. Justin said, Christian, you must love that 747. Yeah, man. I think the 747 is indeed Christian's favorite airplane. So shout out to you, Christian. We're gonna pull it out of the bunch of planes we have and see if we can pull that plane up and fly it one time for you. Favorite plane in the game would have to be the 777-300. $6.99. Got you, rock out. Yeah, I would use slew mode, but if you guys know how to use slew mode with me, that'll be fine. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use slew mode for this flight, guys, so we can do another flight after this. Oh, that is true, Brian. We haven't used a 767 in a while either. Ooh, might use a 767 tomorrow. Antonio's a trip. I need to know what team Mary's dad likes in F1 or a driver, and then I'll teach you about F1. Don't blush though. All right, I'm gonna have to find out. I don't think she knows. Yeah, she doesn't know. So next time I see him, I have to ask him, and I'll let you give me a little course. Yeah, he's actually planning to go to Barcelona for the races probably in the next month or so, next couple weeks. So that's pretty cool. Rylan, you're funny, man. Rylan said, Trip, can you pull out the ATR? Oh, man, that's funny. So my speed is finally going up. I was ascending 197 knots the whole flight. Wait, Rockout, what plane are you flying in? Because I guess I'm not the only one struggling with speed tonight. My speed has went up also, 275 knots. So while he's going to Spain, Grand Prix in Barcelona, that's cool. See, you know exactly where he's going to. Yeah, man, you're going to have to give me some lessons on that, bro. Yeah, he has a motorcycle, a boat. He was showing me around, man. He was a cool guy. He's a cool guy, man. He's a cool guy. Brian, how are you? You're going 449 knots right now? Sheesh. We might have to pull a Brian, guys. Let's see. You know what? For the first time ever, why not? Try to go to 15,000 feet and see. Willie said his speed is going out also? Nah, something's wrong for sure. That is wild. Bronco, good to see you, man. Thank you so much for hopping on. Looks like you're flying the F-22 back there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. But yeah, might do that for sure. Hey, we got Rio in the chat. What's going on, Rio? Good to see you, man. I think this was your flight suggestion from last week. Beautiful flight suggestion, man, from Fort Lauderdale over to the beautiful Punta Cana. Right now, we're 697 knocks away. How you doing, Rio? How's the family doing? Rylan said he's going fourth. Oh, wow. Okay, Ryan. Rylan. Wow. Antonio said I helped my friend book a flight today. He's leaving in a month to go to Atlanta for 3 days, and he's flying Spirit. Hey, as long as he get there soon, man. As long as he get there safe, I should say. That's good. Willie said I'm gonna nosedive to pick up some speed. I mean, that's one way to do it. That's one way to do it indeed. What's up, Christian? Good to see you, man. All right, let me switch on live with it real quick. Rio said nothing much. Just are you on the train? You said back to work tomorrow. Oh man, hope you had a great weekend with the family, Rio. How was the weekend, man? How's Jordan? How's your wife? How's everybody doing? That's awesome, bro. Antonio, me too, bro. I'm surprised that Ron hasn't made any Drake jokes tonight. He loves the pet. Yeah. Probably said it too soon. Here they come. Brian said, people clown on Spirit, but I have something great. Some great trips on them. Indeed, man. Yeah, to each their own, man. That's why I say I never want to say Spirit is the bad or terrible airline because I've never been on it. I love to experience it for myself. Those said, well, 6 more days left of school. What? Willie, you guys are going to be on spring break in May? Not even June, July? You guys get out early. That means you guys might be back in school in August. Interesting. Not even August. July, like end of July. Well, that's cool, man. Nice. All right, now we're about to fly over to beautiful MYAN, which is Bahamas, San Andreas Island in the Bahamas. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just in my school, used to end like the first week of June or stuff like that. Same thing. Then I said, Brian, yeah, my friend booked the flight for $60 and told him, no, it should be a good trip. Yeah, man, that's awesome. $60, that's awesome. So 12 more days of school for Rockout, nice. Rockout, I remember when he was saying you have 30 more days of school. Now it's down to 12. Time is flying fast. Yeah, Doza, I'm just gonna act like I haven't seen. I didn't see Ryland's comment, man. So I got exactly a month left, and the finals are in the end of the month, so I'm cooked. Nah, you're not cooked, man. You got this, bro. You got this. So study up and you do your best. Much love. Make sure you guys smash the like button once again, and welcome to the stream. So my school usually ends June 14th, and we go back after Labor Day. Interesting. Like I said, looks like somebody needs a timeout. Rio said he had a great weekend. He said he had a good weekend, had a great weekend. Was so excited to see him. Had an amazing Mother's Day with the family. That is amazing. Extremely happy for you, Rio. That's awesome, man. Nice. Say hello to the family for us. And my a nephew, Jordan. Much love. As Brian said, Rockout, I 100% believe you should indeed join the soccer team, man. We all believe in you. We already gave you some pointers and whatnot. You can definitely be an awesome midfielder. Brian, thank you so much for that, man. If you know, you know. You just saved the day. Like, yo, Willie, that's not how you. Yeah, that's not how you spell that word. Oh my goodness. Those that said I just got an online professor job for the fall. What? Congratulations. That deserves a little round of applause. That's awesome. Say excited for the money and the fun class. Awesome. Man, oh man. Brian, that was hilarious. Sheesh. They said the Airbus A340 is a masterpiece. Indeed, man. Beautiful airplane. The quality is beautiful. Say, Trip, check the report card in Discord. Got you. Is it in the general or in the report card section? Let me see. If you're just hopping on the stream, guys, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful, fantastic Sunday evening. Now I'm just about to check on Justin's report card, because we don't only celebrate aviation success and talk about aviation, talk about life success in school, job, celebrate birthdays, and all the good stuff. So let's see Justin's report card real quick. All right, so wow, band level A, algebra A, physical education A, English B A, geography A. Congratulations, man. We are proud of you, man. Keep up the good work. That is awesome, man. That is awesome. We are proud of you here on the Flight Simulator Fantasy channel. We appreciate you so much for being on here and being a part of the family, and we're proud of you, man. Keep up the good work. They say, what's a good suggestion? I ain't voted. We have 2 ties right now. A tie right now. Sheesh. Shout out to you, Justin. That is awesome, bro. So the NA just means that the teacher hasn't graded it. Got you. Hey, man, I'm pretty sure, 100% sure, when the grade does come out, it's going to be A, man. So keep up the good work. Proud of you, bro. Gliz, good to see you, man. Said wonderful afternoon in the game. Indeed, indeed. Terrain pull up. He said, yes, sir. The plane is indeed very nice. Congratulations, Justin. Keep it up. Indeed, man. Congratulations are in order, indeed. It's Ron. I'll teach you to appreciate Philadelphia next. Don't worry. Hey, man. Philadelphia is a beautiful, beautiful place. No Philadelphia hate at all. What's up, man? How long you going to be flying for? I'm going to be on until like 9:30. So the next, what time is it right now? It's 8:26. Yeah. So next hour or so. And we got Trip's mom in the chat. My mom's in the chat. Shout out to my mom. Good to see you, mom. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good evening. And happy Mother's Day to the best mother in the world. Good to see you. Much, much love. Let me give her. All right. Are we back? Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the audio just went out. I'm back, guys. Yeah, as I was saying, happy Mother's Day to the mom. I clicked the button for applause, and all of a sudden, boom. Anyway, let's try clicking it again. Here we go. There we go. Yeah. Happy Mother's Day to you, mom. Brian said, hey, Trip's mom. Happy Mother's Day. Matt said, Levis said, happy Mother's Day. Let's go. All right, so once again, guys, welcome back. Hope everyone is having a good evening. Said Willie went lower because I'm passing him right now. Wow, that's crazy. Hey, shout out to you, Willie. Willie said, happy Mother's Day, Trip. You got the world's best son. Hey, Willie, much love, man. Appreciate you so much, man. Rylan said, Trip, mom, happy Mother's Day. Appreciate you so much. Shout out to you, Rylan. Let me see. Rio said, happy Mother's Day, Trip's mom. Shout out to you, Rio. Appreciate you so much. My mom said, I welcome Mary to the family. Oh my God. Yo. Mary is over here blushing right now. That's yeah, my mom met Mary this weekend. So yeah, she said she likes Mary and whatnot. She said, get him, mom. Yo, that is hilarious, man. Those that said Trip's mom approve. They said, let's go, Trip's mom. That's funny. From Florida, yes, sir. From South Florida. So you told too many people about your stream, Trip. Yeah, man. A lot of people hop on the stream and chill with us. He said we got on Trip about Mary. Yeah, I remember that. That is funny. You guys are funny, man. Where are we landing? We're going to be landing in the beautiful Punta Cana. I am done. That is funny. Yeah, we do have indeed a whole happy family here, man. Appreciate you guys once again for hopping on every night. And appreciate my mom for hopping on. Let me see. Yeah, we are flying from Fort Lauderdale over to Puerto Rico. So you went to go eat the second dish of food. Said, let's go, Mrs. Tripp, a.k.a. Mary. Mrs. Tripp, shout out to you. I love that. So ever since Tripp introduced Mary to entertainment has been amazing. Hey, shout out to Mary, man. Appreciate you guys so much for hopping on. Mary's over there smiling away, blushing and reading the book. Let me see. Hey, what's up, man? You say you want to hop on? How long is the flight? The flight is about an hour and 30 minutes. But we might use slew mode, meaning we might speed up the flight just a little bit. So it should be done by 9:30 or so. Or before. But yeah. Once again, hope everyone is having a wonderful night. Once again, what's up, Ronald? Welcome to the stream. Antonio, you're hilarious, man. Said Trip blushing like crazy. You can hear it, man. Chill. Say, yo, Trip, you're funny. Hey, shout out to you, bro. You're funny, man. You guys got me flying off course. Let me make this right turn. Justin, we got to make this right turn right here. A lot's been going on, man. Rio said, Antonio, we got to approve your girl too. Yeah, bring your girl on stream, Antonio. We'll definitely have her on the podcast for sure. Brian said, focus. Oh, wow. Mary, you're right next to me. You're still texting in the chat. She said he's blushing. Oh, my. You know what? Let's get this plane down into Puerto Rico. No, we're not even going to Puerto Rico. What am I saying? We're going to Punta Cana. Oh, my. It's a trip. Are you going to have a boy or... What? A boy or girl? Man. This man saying we're going to have a kid. That's crazy. He said getting flustered. You guys are funny, bro. I am done. Hey, shout out to you, Master Lemon. My boy Trip Jr. That is funny. Yeah, we are literally over here at MYEN, flying over the Bahamas right now. She said, what? She said, just to let you know, Trip ready to name his kid Cessna. That Cessna is an airplane. Babe. She said, no. There's no kids in the future yet, guys. We're taking it one step at a time. You guys are hilarious, man. Oh, my goodness. Cessna. Cessanita. She said, oh, my goodness. Cessanita. That's funny, Rio. We actually spoke about this like 2 months ago. Not even 2, like 3-4 months ago. It was like if everybody in the chat was to have a kid, what would you guys name it? And then you guys like, oh, name it after an airplane. Said Trip told me he was gonna name his kid MD for the MD-80. MD? Nah. That is funny, bro. Welcome to the stream, guys. If you're just hopping on once again, hope everyone is having a good day as we're now flying over to the beautiful Punta Cana. He said right now, Trip chat at General. Got you. Check it out. Delta or American Airlines? Delta isn't a bad name. I gotta ask Mary what she think about Delta. Trip Boeing Jr. She said, Oh my goodness, you guys are hilarious. No way. Look at what this guy put in the Discord. Think Mary would like this ring. Oh my. Nah, but she doesn't. Nah, this is not her style. But is my mom still in here? Mom, you still in here? Nah, bro, this is crazy. Oh my goodness. Sheesh. Say Alaska Airlines. Sheesh. Say love the call trails earlier when I was getting. Oh, nice. Chip needs his mom now. I just want to know if she's seeing all this, man. This is crazy. It's a good thing my wife doesn't watch the streams or I will be buying that ring. I'm done. It does look like a nice ring, man. I said, thank goodness there's a 77-minute because I would have pushed for that kid to be born 777. You know it, man. You know it. 777? 100% Rio. That's my favorite plane right there, man. She said, yes, I am. Oh, boy. Yo. Y'all gotta chill. Oh, my goodness. So Rollins' new nickname is, oh man, that's crazy. Hey, Trip's mom. Jesus. Let me make this right turn. This left turn real quick. Hello, Trip's mom. Does Trip blush often? What? The Trip didn't mute the mic for that. Which one? Man, you guys are funny tonight, man. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Travel Caribbean, hey man, talk about aviation, let's go. He said earlier when I got a car rental trip here in Pensacola Beach, I saw Blue Angels. Nice. Awesome. Did you get any pictures of it? It's a Trip mom, is Trip good? Oh my goodness. You guys are hilarious. See, we're making it up for Thursday, I'm telling you. I guess he is blushing now. Oh my. Oh my goodness. Just as I thought it was Monday, not I'm telling you, this feels like a Thursday stream, man. If you guys know, you know. This is thought it was a Monday. Oh man, a Monday, not Thursday. Yeah, today's actually Sunday, but yeah. Wait, what she say? She said, yes, he's the best. Aw. Shout out to Mama Trip. So you can imagine Mary watching Trip play basketball. He start dunking like I'm telling you, bro. If she ever comes to 24-hour fitness with me, man, I'll be dunking, hitting 3-pointers, half-court shots, everything, bro. Antonio said, oh, yeah, we did play together one time. Yeah, we did. Antonio said, Trip's mom, thank you for answering my question. Hey, shout out to you. Cloud Surfer, thank you so much for the roses and the gifts on TikTok. Wait. Cloud Surfer, that name looked familiar. Is that Captain Nick? That is Captain Nick on the cover. In the chat right now on TikTok. Good to see you, Captain Nick. I think that's you. If that is, yeah, he said it is him. Hey, shout out to you, Captain Nick. Everything is going haywire right now. We got my girlfriend next to me, my mom in the chat. Some crazy stuff going on, Captain Nick, but good to see you, man. I'm doing good. How was your weekend, bro? Did any flights this weekend? Let me see. JJ said, I love this guy. He's like a brother I've always wanted. Shout out to you, JJ. You had a good weekend? Awesome. Better than I deserve. Hey, shout out to you, man. Chickens go to bake. Oh, man. You guys are funny, bro. Candy, good to see you. Welcome to the tree. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. Right now, I was headed over to the beautiful, beautiful DR. Yeah, that's what I was thinking that, Brian. We need Captain Nick. If you're free for a podcast, let me know. Would love to have you on. That's a great segue. As Brian was here to get everyone back on track and off of me, that would be amazing. He said, call me. Let's go. All right. So now, guys, we'll have the infamous, the great, the Southwest Captain Nick on the podcast. Feel free to ask him any questions you guys would like. Thank you so much for that, Captain Nick. I really appreciate you. Here we go. What's up, A-Game? Good to see you, man. All right, here we go. Captain Nick giving you a call right now. Here we go. Here we go. Tier W indeed, man. Hello, Captain Nick. What's going on, man?
Yeah.
How you doing, bro? Welcome to the stream, man. Oh, how was your weekend, man? It was fantastic. Awesome, Brian. Oh, you have any flights coming up this week?
Yeah, I fly Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. More importantly, how's Mama Trip?
Mama Trip, hey, shout out to you. Mama Trip is in the chat right now. Shout out to her. Appreciate you so much.
Girl, how you been?
Nice. And my girlfriend is also right here listening and chilling and talking with us. We got Mira. Mira said, the first question to Captain Nick, will we be flying Trip and Mary for his aviation proposal? Oh my goodness. You guys are hilarious tonight, man. You guys are hilarious.
Sorry, man. I was going in and out. It was connecting to
okay.
Shana's headphone.
Okay, Rio said he have a question for you. He said, Captain Nick, the first question, will you be flying Trip and Mary for his aviation proposal? Oh my goodness.
Oh, obviously.
That
would obviously.
Guys, the question should be about aviation. Now, Antonio said, Nick, can you fly Trip and Mary on their honeymoon? We'll fund the flight. Oh my, you know what? All right, guys.
See, that is aviation related. That's not fair. You can't tell them it's not.
That
had the word airplane or flying in it.
Oh, man. All right, there we go. We got an actual aviation question here. It said, Harley said, Captain Nick, I'm afraid of flying in real life. What advice do you have for flyers like myself? There we go.
Dude, me too. I'm just terrified of it.
You're Captain. Come on.
So, I mean, you got to find out what the fear actually is. Is it heights?
Yeah.
Is it turbulence? Is it, like, there's a lot of things that go into flying. Is it contained spaces? We got to figure out what that is, because we can combat that. Like, is it, you think we're just going to fall out of the sky? You know, there's people that think that, like, oh, every time I go flying, like, the thing's just going to break apart in a million pieces. Like, there's things you have to know first. And then once you know that, then you can combat that with, you know, the reality is, dude, planes just don't crash or break apart or Like,
100%.
you know, it's uncomfortable, right? Like
Mhm.
turbulence is uncomfortable for all of us. I mean, even every once in a while I'll hit turbulence and I'm like, ooh, I didn't like that. That doesn't mean the plane's going to fall apart. These planes, you know, some people like to watch videos. You can see how, like, the strength testing of these planes, they shoot frozen turkeys into the engines. They, you know, they pull the wings until they snap. Like, you can see the abuse these things go through before they get certified. So that might help you.
Okay, nice. That was great advice, man. Thank you so much, Harley. Hopefully that helped you out a little bit. That was amazing advice from Captain Nick. We have another one here from them Baba on TikTok. He says, "Can Airbus pilots fly or land Boeing airplanes if they had to in an emergency?" So let's say you were flying on an Airbus and you were with your wife, and then they said, "Oh, do we have any pilots on board?" And they call you up, even though you are a Boeing pilot. Can you fly the Airbus?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, like, so here's I mean, here's the thing. It's like, you know, could you get into a vehicle that you've never driven and still drive it? Probably, yeah. You're probably just going to be, you know, is it going to be like the smoothest touchdown? Is it? No, but not. But it's not going to be dangerous by any means. I mean, the thing is, the sight picture is a little different. You know, like my plane sits up higher than some, lower than others. So, but yeah, I mean, flying the plane, no problem. You know, we could all get in. You know, the systems may be a little bit different or whatever, but at the end of the day, it is a plane. And once you learn how to fly a plane, you're good to go.
Nice. Great answer. So Captain Nick, what airport do you hate landing at? Do you have any airports you just hate landing at?
And that kind of depends on the day. Like, you know, going into LaGuardia is always kind of a pain because it's LaGuardia. But, you know, I don't mind landing there. It's LaGuardia. You got to deal with New York airspace, and you know they bring those people in so tight. Like, if you look at the flight radar over LaGuardia, you can just see. I mean, it is so congested in there. So that's probably one of my ones that every time I see LaGuardia on my map or on my schedule, I'm like, man, come on.
Gotcha. Once again, guys, if you're just hopping on, thank you so much for hopping on. We're on the line with the awesome Captain Nick. He's a captain for Southwest Airlines. Feel free to ask him any questions. You want to know about aviation, how to become a pilot, feel free to ask. Let me see. Brian said New York airspace is crazy busy because you have LaGuardia, JFK, and Newark. That is true. Super busy. Super crazy.
Peterborough.
Yep. Oh, man, it's crazy. Master 11 said it's kind of like driving a Ford to Mercedes or BMW, vice versa. Okay, nice.
Sure.
And Tony said, Captain Nick, I know you always say you love your job. My question is there a part of the job you dislike or would change? Good question.
Yeah, I mean, so here's the thing, man. And like, you know, you guys have been with me long enough that you know my thing with Trip, my deal with Trip was I will come on here. I would love to. I love talking to you guys, but I will always be transparent. I will always tell the truth to you. And I have, like, you know, I love my career. However, yes, there are parts you need to be ready for if this is the career you want to walk down, you know, the path you want to walk down. So, you know, being away from my family is tough. Now, I get 18 days off a month, 15 days off a month, you know, 20 days off a month. So it makes up for it. But dude, like, you will miss time at home because those 4 days that I'm gone, for example, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it's not like I'm gone for 8 hours and then I'm back home at night. Like, I am gone. So yeah, I mean, like, that part's tough. We call that the bag drag. So like every day when I'm on a road, you know, I'm like dragging my whole life around with me. That part's tough, man. Like it wears on you, which is why we get so much time off, because you really have to recover, not just physically, but mentally from these trips. I mean, and that's, you know, I will never forget, you know, kind of hearing when people are like, oh man, you know, when you go on these trips, you're just on vacation. And you're like, well, I mean, in a way, like, we try to make it that way because, you know, we are away from family. And it is tough. But it's definitely no vacation. Like, you're still working and you're gone from family and you're gone from friends and whatever. And then, you know, depending on who you work for, you may not like the type of flying you're doing. Like, I've got a lot of friends who work for FedEx and UPS, or like Delta United flying the long haul stuff. And they're like, man, I love seeing, you know, Dubai, for example, but I hate flying to Dubai. So like, they hate the kind of flying they do. They just like being there once they're there.
Gotcha.
But I love what I do. So.
Nice. Yeah, I like the you said the negative is not like family time and whatnot. That is true because I have my cousin George. Sometimes he watches stream. He texted me like, "Hey man, you should be a pilot." So that's the one thing about it is that you won't see your family a lot. I'm a family type of guy. I love to be around my family. See my baby's first steps. And I have another cousin in Atlanta. His name is Dale. He's actually fly for American Airlines. He told me he missed his I think his 1-year-old's first step. He said that hurt him so much. But he still love his job, but he just wish he saw it on the camera footage, but he just wish he saw it in person. So these are small moments that I want to see. But at the end of the day, if you love aviation, then still do it for sure. But yeah, there's a negative and positive side to everything. Yeah.
Right. Like luckily, with technological advancements, it's easier now than it ever has been. You know, I've got FaceTime and I've got
exactly.
You know, like my wife and I will talk to each other like on FaceTime and stuff, and it feels a little more like we're together in a room. But yeah, like you still will miss out on time at home, which is why when I'm home, like what other career do you know of that says, "Oh, I have 20 days off this
Exactly,
month?"
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? So like there is that trade-off of like I get paid extremely well and I have a lot of time off. That's pretty unheard of.
True.
But it's because that sacrifice that we do make is a big one. You know, like that time that you're gone, you are gone. And there's, you know, you better have your ride or die with you, your rock, because like I know if something's going down at the house, Shayna's got it together. And, you know, most of the time, like our deal is when I'm on the road, if it's something I can't control from where I'm at, she didn't even tell me about it until I get back home. Because it's like, why, you know, why put someone through that? Because my job is to fly that plane. And if I'm also thinking about this and that and this, you see what I'm saying? So like you need to have the right family structure. That's what breaks families on this career is you don't like, you didn't have the right person to begin with.
True.
And there's just that weird, you know, you go on a trip, but you've got all this stuff at home that you're thinking about. Like, that's not good, man.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. It definitely can throw you off a game or worry about something that, that is true. That is true. Well, we had a nice, interesting comment here. It said, so basically, it's like being a truck driver. Would you compare it to being a truck driver because they're on the road almost every day in different states? And, would you say the lifestyle is somewhat similar in any way?
Yeah, kind of.
I guess so.
We actually have very similar rest rules. So I can only work so many hours a day and fly so many hours a day like a trucker. And I have to get so many hours of sleep every night like a trucker, or at least the opportunity of it. So
Nice.
kind of the same thing.
Gotcha. Nice. So what do you think about the Boeing 737 MAX or any of the 737 models? Harley asked that question.
I mean, I love them. Like, I fly it. So.
You fly it every day. So,
Yeah, I love them. That's the beautiful thing, and we have to keep this in mind, is the only reason you ever hear about it on the news is because it's such a fluke. Like, you do not hear about daily car accidents on the news. It just happens too often. So anytime anything happens in aviation, the reason it makes headlines is because it never happens.
Yeah, exactly. That is a great answer, man. So it's so rare. So that goes to the person that asked a question about fear in aviation. Aviation stuff don't happen that often, but when it does, it ends up on the news for sure. And Tony has a long question. Let me see, Nick. I don't know if you've answered this before. What do you usually eat on your trips? Interesting. So what? With you being busy and flying airplanes all day, like, do you have time to have a quick bite?
Yeah. So. That's a really good question, and anyone who wants to get into aviation, like, that's something you need to start thinking about now. It is very hard. Fitness on the road is very tough. We're always landing at different times. We're waking up at different times, different time zones. Your body clock is all jacked up. So once again, having that rock on your side, Shayna and I, the day before every trip, and this is, for the matter of fact, yesterday was our 7-year wedding anniversary. So for 7 years,
Wait, happy anniversary to you guys. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but happy anniversary. That is awesome. Congratulations.
No, thank you, man.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.
So every single day before the beginning of a trip, her and I get together and meal prep. And she's not missed one with me in 7 years. And so
nice.
We meal prep, and it depends. Like, it depends on the mood, and like sometimes we get like these little kicks, where you're like, like I don't know, I've been doing like this overnight oat thing for like the last couple of months, and like here's the deal: you've got to be ready to have cold food. So like whatever you pack, be ready for it to be cold. And here's another weird thing: we lose 70% of our taste buds at altitude, so you have to over salt. Yeah, it's weird. So like, why people love like people who drink alcohol, they like Bloody Marys, and people like Coke products and stuff up at altitude, because we lose 70% of our taste buds up at altitude. And so you generally want things that are like highly flavored. So I over salt a lot of my things, because when I'm eating it up at altitude, the way it tastes on the ground is not the way it's going to taste up at 40,000 feet.
Wow.
So yeah, we just, it depends on what it is. Like, I do a lot of protein. And so, I'll make like, for example, on the last trip or something, we made like a bunch of pork chops and steak, and then just cut it up and like put it in a bowl. And so we've got like a bunch of, I've got like it's called a strong bag, and it's a cooler, and I carry that around with me. It's like one of my extra bags. And there's a lot of people who don't, but then like you're at the mercy of your schedule. You're at the mercy of the plane. You're at the mercy of the airport. Are there going to be options open? Are they closed? Are we getting in late?
True.
So like, I don't know how these people don't meal prep, but some people don't. That'd be a really tough lifestyle, I think. And it's a lot of eating at fast foods,
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's kind of hard not to eat fast food when you're out. Yeah. Great answer, man. Master, that was a question for Captain Nick. Do you know Captain Ernie personally, or watch his YouTube channel?
I do.
You do? What? Nice.
I do. Yeah, I love Ernie. Yeah.
Actually, let me see. Let me look.
He probably doesn't know me. I know him. I listen to his stuff. As a matter of fact, the day that I got hired on with Southwest. The day that so when I went to Women in Aviation, which is anyone watching can be a part of. There's Women in Aviation, National Gay Pilot Association. There's OBAP, which is for African American pilots. There's a bunch of these different organizations you can join, and I went to one that I supported called Women in Aviation. It was in Nashville, and this was when I was wanting to get hired by Southwest.
Yeah.
And so I went there and I was interviewing kind of like the hiring team and just kind of talking to them. And Big Earn was there. But yeah, I've talked to him a couple times. Yeah, he's super awesome guy.
Yeah, I just pulled up his YouTube right here. Yeah, I watch him all the time. I remember he actually does the interviews at the Southwest place, and then the fact that you went there just 2 weeks ago and showed us the pictures and whatnot, I was like, wait, this is where Captain Ernie was just a few weeks ago. That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, find where Ernie. This is the channel right here. Shout out to him. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that was a good question, Master 11. That's pretty cool, man. Let me see.
Yeah, he just became a captain this year.
What? Nice. Awesome. Antonio said Antonio said tomato juice is good on the plane, but it sucks on the ground. Interesting. I've never had tomato juice. Interesting. So also another. Let me see. Captain Nick said, "What is your opinion on Chicago and Atlanta, Detroit runway?"
So Detroit, Atlanta. I like going to those places. Chicago O'Hare and Midway both become. I like flying into them because it's very scenic. It's very pretty. You've got Chicago skyline out there at all times. But flying into them is kind of a pain just because of their, like Midway is like a postage stamp in the middle of seriously, they built it in the middle of a subdivision. Well, in fact, they built a subdivision around the airport. But if you look at it, and I don't know if this is a place you've flown into much, Trip, on streams, but at some point, flying to Midway, dude, it's like
I did one time.
Postage stamp right in the middle of a city. And then O'Hare is this monstrosity of an airport, thousands of acres built out, by Chicago. And when you land, you're like, okay, I know we've landed. It's gonna be 40 minutes until we get to the gate. I mean, it's just crazy for us up front.
Wow, that is crazy. Yeah, as Brian just said, the runways at Midway is super short, super duper short.
I fly in there all the time.
Really?
And bringing a 7.3 into Midway is tough, man. Especially because it's windy.
Sheesh. Max braking.
It's challenging.
Especially if it's raining. Have you ever landed there when it's raining? Like it's super
I've landed there when it's snowing, raining. Yeah.
My goodness. That is tough, man. Kieran basically asks, how do you find out where you're gonna be in the airport? If he says, Captain Nick, is there a way? How do you find out what airline you're gonna be going for? Is it like the NFL draft, or do you choose? So I guess
So the joke used to be, when you would ask, hey, what airline do you want to fly for? And your answer was whoever calls me, right? Because
Nice.
I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Any of the majors, American, United, Delta, UPS, FedEx, Southwest, even now you start to talk more about Frontier, Spirit, like any of those airlines, you're going to get paid well.
Exactly.
You're going to, and some better than others.
Yeah.
And so back in the day, it didn't matter. I mean, preferences, but you're like, whoever calls me first, I'm gone. And now, with this pilot shortage, barring Boeing with their whole ordeal right now, but for the most part right now, you have a better shot of saying, no, I want to go to this place. And so I think, I've told this story a couple times. I was one of the very, very fortunate few that I actually, I've always wanted to fly for Southwest.
Nice.
And something told me, no matter what, just, I applied to Southwest for like 6 months, never heard anything. And I said, okay, I'm just going to start applying everywhere, because maybe that will open the door. Because just because your door's not open right now doesn't mean that going through this door doesn't lead to your door. So like, and that's just a life advice. Like,
amen.
Sometimes it's not a bad idea to just walk through this door, because it leads you to the door you need to go to.
I like that.
And there's so many people who are so stubborn that they're like, no, I'm waiting for that door. Well, dude, that door's closed to you because you're not willing to open other doors.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And so I said, okay, 6 months, as long as I go somewhere, because I was at a regional at the time, as long as I go somewhere, I'm going to be happier than I am here. Although at the place I was at, I was happy. And so I started applying. And in the same week, American, United, Delta, Southwest,
that
UPS,
is amazing.
FedEx, Breeze, Spirit, Frontier. I was like, oh my gosh.
That is
they
awesome,
all
man.
called like all in the same week. And so it was, right now is a great time to be like, you know what? I want to go to this place and I can hold out a little bit more. It's happening now. Whereas in the last 100 years, it's, and I'm being facetious, but like in the last 60 years, you've never been given a chance. Like you went where you were called up. Kind of like, like playing for a sports team. Like you play baseball. Like when you get called up to somewhere, you don't tell them no. Like you go, because that's your opportunity.
Exactly. That is great advice. As Aviation D just said, that is great advice, man. Aviation D, welcome to the stream, man. Thank you so much for hopping on. If you guys are new, thank you so much for joining. Right now on the line with the awesome Captain Nick. Welcome to the stream, man. How do I join? Feel free to join us on YouTube, man. Much love. Zumbo, good to see you, man. Hope you feel better soon, bro. Much love. Let me see. So the weather is beautiful here. Amazing here in Scotland. Awesome, man. So now next question here. Let me see. So with first round pick, Southwest select Captain Nick. I'm done.
Yeah.
All right. Love that. I have a question here from Antonio.
I accept.
I accept. So another question said, I know you do the PM shift, but what are advantages and disadvantages of flying AM shift versus PM shift? Great question.
Who asked that?
Antonio.
Man, that kid comes with some questions.
Yeah, how do you come up with these questions, bro? That's a great question, man.
It's like asking AI. So
imagine.
There are advantages and disadvantages for sure. The first thing, sorry, I just took a bite.
Nah, you're good. Nah, you can finish it. That's good. But yeah, Antonio, that was some great question, man. We have some more questions here. You live in Scotland right now, man. Awesome, Marlon. What time is it in Scotland right now? Is it Chat GPT?
So,
all right, ready? All right.
Days, insulations. There's not a whole lot of weather built up yet. Like if you notice, all the weather tends to build up in the afternoon. And so, when you get to the plane.
Hello? Captain Nick? Did we lose you? Testing.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, now we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, hold on.
No problem.
It keeps attaching to my headphones.
Oh, that's fine.
So yeah, no. So let me just start over. AM trips tend to go smoother because when you get to the plane, there's not been any delays yet. Like they've had all night to fix planes and do whatever, get planes in a position that they need to get in place. And the weather hasn't built up yet. Like if you notice, all the weather delays start happening like around noon and then later. And so AM trips tend to go smoother. And they tend to get a little bit nicer hotels on the AM trips because where they book them, they can book them at a certain time that they get better rates. And like you got to think, these guys, we're trying to get, and I say guys inclusively, like they're trying to get these guys the best sleep opportunities they can have.
Yeah.
And so they tend to be a little bit higher end hotels.
Okay.
And then they tend to get done. When I say earlier, I mean like they don't get the delays moved into their schedule last week on the PM side.
Oh, okay.
I don't mind flying until 3 a.m. I don't want to wake up before 3 a.m. to start my trip. And so
Okay.
I like to be a PM pilot.
Mhm.
I think the flying is better. It is more challenging. Like you are dealing with thunderstorms and you're dealing with delays and all that stuff. But I love seeing the stars at night. I love seeing the northern lights. I love seeing satellites.
Nice.
I love seeing rocket launches. I wouldn't get that flying at 4 a.m.
That's true.
Yeah. And so, sunsets and all that stuff. Like I love flying the PM flight. It is more challenging,
Yeah.
but I'm not afraid of the challenge.
Yeah.
And then you have to consider that we are like, you have to be like, so like when I'm at home, I stay up on purpose until 2, 3, 4 a.m.
Wow.
to keep my body clock the same as my schedule.
Smart. That's smart.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a good question, Antonio.
Yeah, that's a great question. Question here by Wyland is it Captain Nick, is it hard to land in Washington because of the White House in the Pentagon?
So I was based in DCA Reagan for 6 years, and it definitely comes with its own challenges. We actually don't care at all about the Pentagon. I fly over it all the time, directly over it. It's right off the end of, 1-5 and 3-3. So we don't mind the Pentagon at all. The Washington Monument and the White House, I don't care what you do. You better not fly anywhere near it. And what's crazy is it is right off the end of runway 1. And so we draw like a mile ring around it, and we just avoid it at all costs. Like even if I blow an engine or whatever, I'm turning, because they will absolutely take evasive action against you. Or worst case scenario, you better tell them as quick as possible that you are accidentally flying in their airspace. So it's definitely a challenge. You need to be on your game. You need to make sure that you're ready to turn and follow up the river. And then they have that River Visual 19 back into DCA, which is a really fun approach to fly.
Nice. I personally have a question. How is life traveling standby? As I said, my dad's been working for American Airlines for 33 years, and we've been on standby flights all my life because the anxiety it brings is crazy, because how many flights we've missed, how many times we had to split up as a family, 2 people go this way, 2 people go that way. How have your life been traveling on standby?
Yeah, and so like when you do that, and like you said, like you kind of just answered your own question perfectly, or you gave the best advice that I could give. Yeah. Be malleable, be flexible. Like if you are planning on traveling non-rev, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be there on Friday night and I'm gonna come home. No, you're not. Like, no, you're not. So Shane and I, we always plan on 1 full day of travel on the backside, especially. So if I know she works on Monday, we're trying to come home Saturday night or Sunday morning, like first flight, last flight. Those are your 2 best times. And then you learn certain times of the year. Like right now, I'm probably not planning a fun little trip to San Diego because, dude, people are getting out of school. Like, we're starting the summer. It's for commuting and for non-revving. this is not the time to go.
Terrible
And so
time.
we all plan like, so like we're going to go to Japan or Dublin soon. But that once again, I'm packing for Japan and Dublin, not just one or the other, because I'm not set, right? Like we just maintain that ease of use. So like we're planning on going to either Dublin or Japan probably after fall break.
Yeah.
And so the best times to travel is after fall break all the way through, but not including spring break.
Oh, okay.
And we are ready to go at a moment's notice to like 4 different locations. And we don't really plan anything other than that. So like when we get to the airport, we try to get on this flight. And some of our best vacations we've ever had have been when we missed that flight. Like we were supposed to go to Key West one time. We missed that flight. I mean, not missed it, like there wasn't enough seats. And I'm not going to go without her. And so
for sure,
we missed that flight. We took spontaneous, like we just had a backup of LA. We went to LA and had like the best time. And so you just need to be ready to have, you know, kind of your backups ready to go. Don't be too set in your ways. Like for some people, this is not a great way to do it. And I know of plenty of people who their tickets, even though they're airline pilots and they can fly for free or whatever, they're like, dude, it's not worth it. So for example, we have a cruise that we want to go on. We're just going to buy tickets to get there. And then we'll just non-rev coming home. But we know that we want to be there on a certain day at a certain time. So we're just going to buy tickets to get there. And then we'll do non-rev on our way back.
Nice. That is smart.
Yeah.
For instance, I had a wedding in Atlanta. My cousin was getting married last year. And we were going to actually use non-rev the Friday. The wedding was a Sunday. Saturday was like, no. We're not taking that chance at all. So I'm just going to buy the ticket right away because we're already a part of the wedding. So it doesn't make any sense. We non-rev and the flight might be full. Yes, the flight did look kind of like empty. Had like 15 seats, but we still couldn't take that chance. Yeah, man, it's crazy.
Right, and then like that's the other thing is you just said the magic word. You're going Miami to Atlanta. Are you out of your mind? Like if you were, you know, like if you're going Miami to, you know, some no-name, you know, something, that might be a different story. But like you're talking about an American hub to a Delta hub, you're out of your mind thinking you're ever going to make that flight.
Exactly. That is crazy, man. We had to decide immediately because like, no, we're not going to change the time. We're not going to mess up this wedding or whatnot because we all win the wedding. So that was crazy, man. But Cody, good to see you, man. Welcome to the trip. Yeah, Brian, the easier route would be make a right and then spin back left. My bad. But once again, guys, welcome to the stream. Hope everyone is having a wonderful night. Got some good questions here. Great answers here. Thank you so much once again, Captain Nick, for being on with us, man. We got about 25 more minutes left on this flight. Thank you so much, man. Another question here from Antonio, the great question guy. He said, kind of a random one, but where do you see yourself as a pilot in the next 5 years? That's a hard question, but good one.
Man, I mean, here's the beautiful thing. And you know, this is one of the first times I've ever actually gotten to say it to people. And I mean this in all sincerity. Buddy, I've made it.
Let's go.
I've made it.
That deserves a round of applause, man. Let's we definitely made it, man.
And
yeah,
thank you, man.
That is true.
I'll tell you, I have always, and I'm talking, I was 4 years old, 3 years old.
That's your dream.
I was going to be a pilot.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was 4 years old when I was like, I'm going to be a Southwest pilot.
Yeah.
I was a freshman in high school touring colleges. I was applying for colleges. Like, I've always had goals, dreams, ambitions. I pushed hard. I've sacrificed to get to where I'm at.
Yep.
And the thing is, once you finally make it there, like there was a surreal moment that happened, you know, just a couple years ago where I was like almost kind of like stabbed in the stomach, where I was like, holy cow, like I've made it. Like I have nothing else. Like the mountain, I'm at the top, man. Like I'm here. So
I love that.
Yeah. And like, you know, there are little things like, you know, I just applied for like the FFDO program. Like that'll be cool to do. And like, there are little things that like what Big Earn does. He does a lot of the hiring and the meet and greet and stuff. So there are other things that I could do within the company, but like I'm not struggling anymore. Like I'm not like, okay, what's the next step? How do I get to this next goal? Like I've made it. I'm here.
Wow. I'm really glad you said that. Some people don't stop to smell the roses, man. I'm glad that you self-aware. And that there's things when you set goals, man. When you get to your goal in life, you should celebrate, should be happy, should be proud of yourself,
Yes.
and you should say very proudly that you made it, man. You did indeed made it. That was your goal. And being a pilot is not easy, man. Getting to go through the PPLs and CFIs and all the loops you got to go through, and the fact that you're flying for your dream company, that is indeed a great feat, man. So congratulations once again. Very, 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 very happy for you, man. And indeed, we're all proud of you, man. That is amazing. Great answer, by the way.
Thanks,
Great answer.
Yeah, thank you. And I do have something really quick. I wanted
sure.
to put this into perspective because this is something, and I get asked this a lot.
Yeah.
And so I feel like this might help someone who's thinking of this question right now, Antonio. So here was my trajectory so that people understand. Because I have a lot of people who are like, oh, so did you just one day wake up and decide you were going to apply to be a pilot? Like, that's not how it works. And so what happened with me, I want to be a pilot when I was young. I started saving every dollar that I had. I kept my nose clean because it's a big one with, if you want to be a pilot, man, like you don't get a whole lot of mess ups in life because they will come back to haunt you. And so anyways, I go up through high school, I'm applying to colleges. I get the college that I want. You have to have a very high GPA to go through the flight labs within this college. And so I went to Middle Tennessee State University and went through the flight program there. I got my private license. I got my instrument rating.
Nice.
I got my commercial.
Nice.
I got my multi. I got my CFI. I got my CFII.
Wow.
I got my AGI. I got my MEI.
Nice.
So then at that time, so that's all those ratings, and every one of those ratings has all of its own stuff it has to do, like 40 hours here or 60 hours there, ground school, practical test. So then every one of them has a written, an oral, and a practical test that goes along with it. So you don't just get those boom, boom, boom. Like that took me time to get all those. So then you got to build your time. So I was working at 2 different flight schools trying to time build, 30 minutes here, 45-minute flight there, an hour here, an hour there. And you do what it takes to get those hours. And then to build multi-time, I flew for a medevac company in Nashville, and I flew twin-engine planes to build time that way at crazy hours of the night in not great circumstances, right? Like generally if you're flying medevac, it's not like things are great. Like you're flying because someone just passed away or someone needs an organ. And you're flying 4 a.m., in crazy weather, trying to get an organ to someone. It's very stressful. And then I became a personal pilot for a family in Nashville, and then flew for celebrities, and then got on with a regional, did that for a while, and then became a captain over there. And like there's all this stuff in between, right? So like I want you to understand, when I say this, it is no small feat. Like when I tell you I have had the goals, I have had the drive, I have had the ambitions, and it is finally, I just turned 34 the other day. Like I'm finally at a point where I can stop and be like, oh, I've made it. You don't necessarily like get to this point
34.
and then like you get to this point and like you almost kind of, you're like, okay, now what, because you're so used to the next. So no, I'm glad you asked that question, but I wanted to at least put that out there for people who like who haven't met me yet, haven't talked to me yet. I didn't just like apply, I'm here, cool, now I'm happy with where I'm at. Like I have grinded my whole life to get to this point. So I kind of wanted to put that in perspective, because there is someone in here who's like, oh wow, he just kind of applied to be a pilot and now he's like satisfied where he's at. No. That's not the way this went.
Man, you're 34, you're very young, and you accomplished a lot, man. We are proud of you, man. That is amazing.
Thanks,
you definitely inspired at least 2 or 3 or 4 people in this chat right now to become pilots, though. And some people think they're too young or too old, but appreciate you so much for the amazing advice, man. That is awesome.
Yeah, man. The biggest one that I hear is, I don't have the money to be a pilot.
Yeah.
I want everyone to know I started and I'm not talking like middle class. I'm talking like I was choosing whether or not I wanted to have heat or electricity type of poor. Like I literally did not have heat in the middle of February during an ice storm in my house. I had no electricity, no heat. So I was poor, learning to fly airplanes, I was taking out loans and doing whatever it took. So like, there are a lot of misconceptions we can clean up.
Wow. That is great, man. As you guys hear, that's the number one thing I hear all the time. Becoming a pilot is very, very expensive. But let's say somebody in the chat right now just said, what's a quick way, what's a way I could actually become a pilot or find a pilot school, maybe can I get a scholarship, apply for a scholarship? How do I'm poor, I don't have no money. What would the first step be if somebody would ask you that?
Yeah, I mean, there are opportunities now that have never been there before. There are, and this kind of depends. I'm definitely not like the scholarship guy, but there are scholarships out there. Most of us took out loans, to do this. There are new programs that were never there 5 years ago that are strictly pilot loans from pilots for pilots kind of deal. And so they kind of have their own terms on them, which is great because what they don't understand, like when you go to a credit union, they don't really get the pilot life. So they're just like, okay, well, how long is pilot school? And you're like, that's not a thing, dude. Like, that's different for every person.
Exactly.
And they think, oh, so once you're done with your schooling, you're just like a major airline pilot. No, I'm not.
No, we're not. Not at all.
Right. So a lot of these places, they understand that because they're being funded from pilots for pilots. And so they'll put the terms favorably to where it's like, okay, once you become a flight instructor or once you start making money as a pilot, you owe back X. And then once you get on with an airline or a charter operation, then you start actually paying, Y.
Yeah.
And then once you're finally to this place, then you pay Z. And so, I mean, there's student loans, there's private loans, there's some places do offer scholarships, especially like we mentioned, Women Aviation, OBA, the African American Association, like these places, NGPA, they do offer scholarships. So look into that.
Thank you so much, Bob.
But here's the thing, though. Anyone who has that dream and that drive, nothing will stand in your way. So if you're finding excuses,
exactly,
there's a reason for that, right? Like you need to dig harder, find that. Like you need to find that drive within you and realize that nothing's going to stand in that way. You know what I mean?
True. That is true. 100% true. Rylan said, Captain Nick, is it true that some airline pilots make over $1 million?
Yeah. So those guys are definitely working the system. I do know of a couple who have done it here. But that depends. So that goes back to what is your definition of quality of life. Okay. And if that's, I just want to make money, it's definitely possible. Like you can make a crazy amount of money in this industry. But everything comes with a sacrifice. So now you're not seeing your family as much. You're just completely, you're working all the time. Wow. And so, or you can say, like, I think it's cool when I hear someone who's like, I just had the last 6 weeks off and I got paid for it. That's my kind of quality of life. I'm like, that's great, dude. And so, yes, the answer is yes. You can absolutely make $1 million a year as an airline pilot.
Nice.
But quality. You will probably just be working all the time.
Yeah, the work-life balance will be insane. It'll just be work, no life, basically.
Yes, exactly.
That's wild. Said Captain Nick, let me see. I appreciate you for sharing your journey, Captain Nick. Indeed, he's very, very awesome at sharing his life, and he's very transparent and tell us straight up how it is, man. So I really appreciate you so much for that, man.
Thank you, guys.
A great message here from Antonio. Said, you inspired me to be a pilot. I know it won't be easy, but I'll do my very best to do that. In the same spot as you, Nick. So hopefully I'll fly with you, Captain Nick, one day. Indeed.
Yeah, man. I'll be here with you every step of the way.
That is
every
awesome.
Step of the way.
But that's actually possible, man. I've seen a lot of TikTok videos and YouTube videos that actually that their dad and their son is flying, man, because the son will be like 22, 23, and dad in his late 40s, 50s, still flying, and that'll be pretty cool, man. So it's definitely possible, Antonio. Definitely possible.
Yeah, and that, I mean, Antonio and I it's not like we're that far apart in age. I mean, he could legitimately be my first officer here in the next 5, 6, 7 years. I mean, it's crazy. So it's definitely possible.
Yeah, it's definitely indeed possible for sure. Let me see. Justin said, making lots of money doing something you love doing is absolutely the dream. Indeed, man. I tell people all the time, man, once you find something you love doing and you make some money from it, that's all. Once you find when you just love what you're doing and just make some money, it's flying every day is Captain Nick's passion. And I know some people be like, oh, I can't do it every day, it's going to be repetitive, you're going to get tired, but that is his passion. I think earlier in one of his podcasts a few weeks ago, he did mention that don't get into aviation if it's just about the money. If you just think about, oh, if I fly 5 flights a day, I can make this. No. Do it because you love it, and the money will come after.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
and that goes with most things. Like, if you love doing something, most things you can find a way to make great money doing that thing.
Exactly.
Because that drive and that love and that romanticism for what you do, that will show to people. And so there are people who found ways to make crazy amounts of money doing the most odd and end things. So like, definitely don't get into flying planes because you realize there's a lot of money in it, because you're gonna hate your life, man. if you don't love what you do, you will hate your life.
Yeah, imagine like trying to studying for PPLs and doing this and then all type of stuff. Oh, I've seen a maneuver in a Cessna. I'm not sure if they still do it in America. I forgot what it's called, but it basically they turn the engine off, they do some spins. I don't know if you remember, if you know what I'm talking about, but I saw it on TikTok. I'm like, every CFI, they say every CFI have to do that with every student. And that's even a part of becoming a pilot. And that's some crazy, crazy maneuvers you guys have to do every day. Being a CFI is not easy. So if you don't like being a pilot, don't want to see the clouds every day and whatnot, just thinking about the money, definitely not for you at all, indeed. Somebody said, what's the fastest?
In training, for sure.
Oh yeah, what's the fastest speed you ever went?
I think, I don't know if I sent the picture to you guys the other day when I hit 650 on the ground speed. So that's so I want you to do this. That's 650 nautical miles an hour. So if you take, hold on, I'm going to do it with you. If you do 650 times 1.15, that's 747.5 miles an hour. So for anyone who wants to convert nautical miles to miles, it's you multiply the nautical by 1.15 and you get the actual miles. And so my ground speed was 650 nautical miles an hour. Multiply that by 1.15 and then you get 747.
Wow.
So
that's great information to know.
Doing long equations or anything, but there's a lot of mental math in aviation, that's for sure. There's a lot of quick math that we do in aviation. And I will tell you the reason why you need to know, like algebra, for example. When I went to college, I had to do performance and I had to do all these different classes that deal on the theoretical level, and so you need to do the math and all the equations for that, like to pass the class, to get the degrees, etc. So like it's not like we're sitting up there doing pi and all these different equations and what's the cosine of, no, we're not doing that. But I needed to know all these things to get to where I'm at today. And then you'll learn in life a flush thing that don't matter as much anymore. And so all those equations and everything I had to learn then, it was for the goal, it was for the bigger dream of getting to where I'm at now. And so I can flush some of that to then make room for like the stuff that I'm using now.
True. That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Adam on TikTok said, engine off spin recovery. Yeah, that's all I was trying to remember. Have you guys done the engine off spin recovery? I'm not sure if it's a requirement here in the US, but in other places I've seen a lot of videos where they have to shut the engine off, spin the aircraft, and get the plane back level again. And they have to do that every time with a student before they get their PPO. Have you heard about that one before?
So we do spin recovery, especially for our CFIs. We teach spin recovery. You have to go out and actually do it, and then you have to demonstrate to an examiner that you can do it. We have stopped teaching as a requirement. So I'll caveat that. We've stopped as a requirement teaching our private pilot students. Now we teach them spins right in the classroom, and we talk to them about it. And I will tell you, when I was an instructor, it was part of curriculum that you actually get in one, because it's so easy to talk about, and it's easy to be like, okay, we'll chop the throttle, opposite rudder. No. Until you're in the spin, you have no clue what a spin is like, because when you actually get in it, you're like, oh my God, what is this plane doing?
Wow.
It is a very violent and breathtaking maneuver that if you're not ready for it, if you've never been into one, it puts you highly uncomfortable. And generally in the real world, unfortunately, the spin isn't happening at 4,000 feet. It's happening at 400 feet when you're base to final.
Wow.
And so, yes, I used to teach every one of my students, because I'm a very real world instructor. Every one of my students would come up with me. We would do spins to the left and then to the right. And then, how many do you want to do? But I would never actually turn their engines off.
Okay.
I would just do it at idle, which is actually more drag on the plane. It sounds weird, but like when I'm at idle and that propeller's still spinning, it is still inducing drag on the plane. So it's actually in a worse case.
Wow.
But no, I'm not going to like turn your engine off on you and put you into a spin, because God forbid,
man,
I can't get that thing restarted.
Exactly.
It just put us into a really bad spot.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of videos on that, and eventually in my life I'd like to get the PPL, and I was thinking about that, like, man, that must be scary, because literally turn the engine off, go into spin, and you hope that you go back on again, hope it goes back on again. That is very, very nerve-wracking. So, but good to know that actually in the USA.
Don't worry, buddy. You don't do that.
Yeah, that sounds crazy, man. Yeah, that is crazy. Millard, good to see you, man. Yeah, as Brian said, are you from TikTok, man? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. But yeah, man, so when are you going to be hopping on Flight Sim again, man? I know you're super duper busy, man. But when will you be able to hop on and do a nice little flyby or fly jet with us? Anytime you're free, of course.
I mean, I can kind of hop on anytime. I mean, I might be able to do it tomorrow or something. I fly Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So.
Oh, okay, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Got you. So it'll be free. Tomorrow's Monday. Awesome. Nice, man.
Yeah, I might be free tomorrow.
Thank you so much for being on with us tonight, man.
Because I'm just doing this with an Xbox controller.
Oh,
so it is a little hard to like, because I'm holding my phone with my right hand right now.
Yeah.
And so when I'm flying with an Xbox controller, talking to you, it's like I'm kind of in a weird spot. So.
Wow.
Plus, I'm not as good of a pilot as you are.
Man,
so
come on. You're funny, bro. You're funny, man. But yeah, man. And somebody asked about a 737 last week also. Is it as realistic as in real life? I know you fly that plane in real life. What do you think about it once again? If it's pretty good?
Dude, I think it's great. PMDG did so much work. Like, when you watch a movie, and like, okay, and I always bring this up. It's my pet peeve. When I watch Catch Me If You Can, which is a great movie, I love it.
Yeah, it is.
But when I'm like, Leonardo DiCaprio leans the window and he says, "Hey, Carl, right down there, it's LaGuardia runway 44." And I'm like, why did you do that? I'm like, who? Like, tell me you didn't get someone on set who even just like knew a bit about aviation, who's like, wait, you can't say that. Like, there is no runway 44. And so I will tell you, PMDG did a very, very good job of talking to actual pilots and asking pilots for help, being like, hey, can you record this sound? Can you tell me what this feels like? Can I get up into the cockpit with you? Like, they did a great job making that plane. Even like when you turn the APU on, the way the needle ticks on the EGT, I'm like, oh my gosh, like you don't get that without videos or being in there yourself. So yes, I would say now, and it's not perfect, right? Yeah. Like it's definitely not perfect. Every once in a while I fly it, I still find something where I'm like, why is it doing that? But I would say it is the closest you're going to get without being in a level D type, like a real simulator like I go to every year, or in the actual plane. They did an incredible job on that plane.
Nice. And how's it being on an actual like simulator? I know you've been in motion simulator before. Is it similar to real life, I should say?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
They still have their quirks. Like you get into the sim and you realize like, okay, it's not perfect, and like I've got to adjust. For example, like the sims that we have that I go to every year, their elevator pitch versus like their aileron roll is just a little different. And so like that first takeoff and landing that we do in the sim every year is like, whoa, what's it? Oh, okay. And like you recalibrate for the next 3 days that I'm here, this is what this is going to feel like. Yeah. And then you get back on the line, and that first takeoff you do, you're like, whoa. And then you're like, oh yeah, I'm back in the plane.
Oh man, that is awesome, man. It is one thing I've never done, being in an actual full motion simulator. They actually have some around here, I think, in Miami. Got to check it out and see. See if we can get into one for sure. Justin said, which runway going to be landing on the right runway? Should be touching down at T-minus 60 seconds. Once again, Captain Nick, man, appreciate you so much for being on, man. You're absolutely awesome. Appreciate you. So there's actually the Airbus A340. What do you think about the Airbus A340s, the 4-engine airplanes, like the 747? This plane actually came out last Thursday. What do you think about the 4? It is harder to fly than the regular 2-engine. What do you think?
No. I mean, it's just a plane at that point.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I have a special place in my heart negatively for the A340. It tried to flip me one day when I was in my last plane, the Embraer 175. Yeah, I was coming into JFK behind an A340, and it tried to roll my plane with its wash. So it definitely creates a lot of jet wash behind its big plane. No, once like four engines, 2 engines. Like the thing is, if you lost, like, the nice thing about 4 engines, if you lose one of them, you're not in exactly a terrible spot. But if you lose like 2 of them on one side, you're probably in a really weird spot. But there's 2 engines, 4 engines, 3 engines. We have a lot of planes that still have 3 engines. It is what it is.
Nice. Yeah, that is, like you just said, if you use 2 engines on one side, that's crazy. You're gonna have to use a lot of rudder, because the 2 engines are going to be
a lot of rudder.
Yeah, that's a tough situation to be in. The Airbus A340 here dry engines. Yeah, man, it's pretty nice. This plane actually came out this last week Thursday, so I'm testing it out right now. So far, not too bad. It is a little bit touchy on the throttle, but not too bad. Right now, we're just landing in the beautiful Punta Cana. Have you ever been here, Captain Nick? Dominican Republic.
Yeah, Punta Cana. I have.
Yeah. On vacation or flying there with Southwest?
No, I flew. So that's actually a funny story too. Yeah. I flew to the DR. It was during COVID.
Oh.
I had one, and I mean literally one, soul other than the crew.
No way.
On board. It was one dude. Yep, it was one dude. We were flying from, I think, we were flying from like LaGuardia or DC down to the Dominican Republic, and I literally had one dude on board, and it was awesome. Like, it was like a private jet for him.
Well, I was about to say that probably felt like a private jet. So did they actually give him like the full service? The flight attendants actually did all the go around.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll tell you, culturally, so he was an Asian gentleman, and he didn't speak great English. And so when I told him, I was like, hey, you can move up to like first class. And he kept pointing at his ticket, and he's like, no, I am 14C. He like didn't understand. He was like, this is what I paid for. This is my seat. And so I ended up having to take the ticket from him, and I crossed it out, and I wrote like 1A, and he was like, "Oh, 1A."
That is hilarious, bro.
Apparently, at the end, man, he had a great time because he had access to all of the plane just by himself.
Nice. That's pretty cool, man. All right, we just touched down in the beautiful Punta Cana. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the beautiful Punta Cana. Let's go. All righty. Appreciate you guys once again. A big shout out to Captain Nick, man. We really enjoyed you on the stream. Thank you so much for answering so much questions, man. Much love to you. Shout out to you. It's a butter. Appreciate you guys so much, man. Yeah, as a Captain Nick, hopefully maybe you can be on tomorrow night also, man. If you have time, feel free to join us. We'd love to have you on. I know you said Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday going to be working. Hope you have a safe trip, man. And shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out to Antonio, Brian, Willie, Master 11, Steve J, Mary, my mom. Appreciate you guys so much for hopping on. I hope everyone have a wonderful night. Mama Trip, let's go. Shout out to everyone on TikTok. David, Adam, Leo, Joey said no, don't go. Hey, shout out to you, bro. Hope everyone have a wonderful night. Antonio said, thanks, Captain Nick. Thanks for answering the question. Hopefully I didn't annoy you. Nah, man.
Oh, never, dude. I love when you guys have questions. Love them.
Indeed. Great question, Antonio. That is awesome. Let me see. Rocco said, I'm just not getting back. I'm not seeing that everyone is saying good night. Hey, shout out to you, Rocco. Is it W Trip? Hope everyone have a wonderful night. See you guys tomorrow night at 7 p.m. One love, much love. God bless. Have a wonderful night, guys. Have a good night, Captain Nick. Peace.
See you, buddy.
And tomorrow we'll be going to Dublin to Innsbruck. Thank you guys so much for voting. Have a wonderful night.